In today's show, Bitcoin options traders bet the price of Bitcoin can touch $36,000 by December of this year, breaking the all-time high. That's right, according to Skew Analytics. Check this out. On December 20th, we have most options traders betting that the Bitcoin price will be $28,000, $32,000, or $36,000. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, more than $1 billion in Bitcoin has been tokenized for DeFi. That's right, almost 100,000 Bitcoin are now tokenized on Ethereum, more than half of which have migrated over the past 30 days. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest from the DeFi pulse. Also in today's episode, a global fiat failure will push countries to accumulate Bitcoin, says Max Kaiser. He goes on the record to share that a potential global hash rate war can break out, which would drive the Bitcoin price to $400,000 to compete with gold. And he also goes on to share right here, so with the higher security, higher hash rate, the price goes up. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So now you're chasing the Bitcoin up through a $100,000 to $200,000 coin to get the hard money because all of your fiat money is collapsing. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. Hallelujah. Most of the major cryptos are back in the green. Bitcoin is surging, now up 3.5% for the day. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And check this out before I kick off today's show. Bloomberg reports that red-hot IPOs are creating a new billionaire every week, and Tiketwari reveals how just one deal could make you set for life. That's right, we're talking about earning $1 million on one deal in America's #1 sector. If you missed this live event with the one and only Tiketwari, you can still check out the replay for a limited time by clicking the link right below this video in the description. Enjoy. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Bitcoin options traders bet the price of Bitcoin can touch $36,000 by December of this year. That's right. This past weekend, data shows the most active Bitcoin options contracts were calls for 28,000, 32, and 36,000 by the year's end. This means the number of options traders are betting the price of Bitcoin will exceed the all-time high, which was set back in December of 2017. Now, on September 14th, researchers from the data analytics firm Skew.com tweeted about an unusual number of call options for December 2020 that were all well above the 2017 all-time high. That's right. Checking out this tweet from Skew Analytics. December 20, 28,000, 32,000, and $36,000 calls amongst the most active Bitcoin options contracts. The new open positions took place on the crypto financial derivatives platform Deribit. The action took place after $570 million of Bitcoin options contracts expired on Deribit on August 28th. There were 752 open positions for 36,000, 462 contracts for 32,000, and 230 for 28,000. So it's interesting that the majority of those open positions were for $36,000. Goes to tell you something. Let me know if you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to touch $36,000 by Christmas time this year. All I know is this: if Bitcoin touches 36K, I'm going to have a very Merry Christmas. You feel me? So additionally, some 9K and 9750 calls were set for the end of September. Responding to Skew's December call tweets, one individual wrote right here on crypto Twitter, without opining the possibilities to this, it will be entertaining to revisit at the end of the fourth quarter. I agree 100%. It's going to be very entertaining, to say the least. Now, essentially, Bitcoin options are crypto derivatives products that provide a person or group with the right, but not obligation to buy and sell Bitcoin at a predetermined strike price, while also leveraging an expiry date. In these examples, set well above Bitcoin's prior all-time high, a strike price is set, and the expiry ends in December of 2020. So there you go. In the August 2020 Deribit newsletter, the exchange said, even though competition has been picking up, Deribit remains the leader with 79% of the total Bitcoin options all held. There you have it. And this is also coming from Skew Analytics. Now, starting a chart of the total Bitcoin options all by expiry positions 2 days before the weekend, Skew said that the traders are gearing up towards a pretty chunky Bitcoin options expiry at the end of the month. Already 750 million in open interest outstanding, the crypto analytics firm Skew further tweeted. the Bitcoin data and insights. Researchers from Ecoinmetrics have also been discussing Bitcoin options markets stemming from the CME group. While studying a number of markets and CME derivatives action, Ecoinmetrics said that he doesn't believe the market sentiment has turned. I don't think so, the blog post notes. He goes on the record to share, if you think from a technical perspective, what we are getting right now is Bitcoin flipping a former resistance level at 10K to become a support. From May to the end of July, Bitcoin was desperately stuck below 10K, but for 7 days now, 10K is holding strong. Touche. Bitcoin price is looking solid and currently pumping right now. As for the CME Bitcoin options market, the post highlights that calls continue to dominate the scene with 5 calls for every 2 puts. The post further adds, pretty clear option traders are buying puts on the front month to protect themselves or benefit from what they might perceive as a short-term drop. But for the long term, the bullish sentiment is pretty much unchanged. So there you have it. Things are looking pretty bullish for the Bitcoin price according to these traders' options. And before I break down our next story of the day, more than $1 billion in Bitcoin has been tokenized for decentralized finance. First, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin currently pumping up about 4%, now trading just above 10,900. We have Ethereum up 2%, trading at $376. XRP in the green, trading just below 25 cents. BNB down a whopping 10%, now trading just above 29 bucks. Chainlink barely in the red, trading just above $12. And other coins that are pumping right now, we have XMR up 5%, trading at 90 bucks. We have Neo up 4%, trading at $21.83, and Miss Litecoin up 3%, now trading just below $50. And checking out some of the top exchange volume, we can see Binance up a whopping 15% with 8.9 billion in volume. Hobby Global up 12% with 2.8 billion. We have Kraken down 22% with 2.2 billion, and BitMEX up 9% with 1.8 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Now let's break down our next story of the day. More than 1 billion worth of Bitcoin has now been tokenized to access the centralized finance protocols on the Ether network. That's equivalent to the entire total value locked or total value locked in DeFi less than 4 months ago. Pretty substantial how fast DeFi is booming, isn't it? According to DeFi Pulse, roughly 98,300 Bitcoin worth over $1 billion has been tokenized using protocols other than Blockstream's Lightning Network, equating to more than 12% of the DeFi sector's $8.57 billion combined capitalization. As you can see right here, brought to you by DeFi Pulse. This is an obvious all-time high. The milestone illustrates the increase in popularity of Ethereum-based protocols for generating passive returns amongst Bitcoin hodlers, with the entire DeFi sector having been valued at just over 1 billion total value locked at the start of June, of which 47.5 million or 4.7% was Bitcoin, indicating that the share of DeFi's capitalization represented by Bitcoin has increased by a whopping 150% over 3.5 months. Now in June, the vast majority of Bitcoin in the DeFi sector took the form of wrapped Bitcoin. However, the launch of Ren's more decentralized virtual machine and Ren BTC, in addition to grassroots tokenization protocols such as PiDAO's Bitcoin++ this year, have boosted Bitcoin's expansion into DeFi. Bitcoin tokenization protocols lets users lock up their Bitcoin and mint a corresponding ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, allowing the value represented by the user's Bitcoin holding to interact with smart contracts on Ethereum's network. And while wrapped Bitcoin is still top-ranked tokenization protocol by total Bitcoin locked, after attracting 56,800 Bitcoin worth nearly 605 million since late November 2018, Ren's virtual machine has tokenized 21,500 Bitcoin, currently worth $230 million since launching in May of this year. Holy moly, as you can see right here in this graph. Now, while both protocols have more than doubled in the number of locked Bitcoin over 30 days, wrapped Bitcoin continues to attract a larger volume of Bitcoin than Ren, growing from roughly 28,360 Bitcoin to 56,850 Bitcoin, while Ren BTC expanded from 10,000 Bitcoin to 21,000 over 1 month. Holy cow. Over the past 90 days, both projects have grown by more than 850%. On June 19th, wrapped Bitcoin represented only 5,839 Bitcoin, and Ren had tokenized just 155 Bitcoin. Now, Curve Finance is a top-ranked yield-generating protocol by tokenized Bitcoin with 27,600 Bitcoin worth 295 million, followed by Aave with 17,800 Bitcoin worth 190 million, and Balancer with 9,500 Bitcoin worth just over 100 million. Now, collectively, the three protocols have attracted more than half of all tokenized Bitcoin. However, with only 0.47% of Bitcoin's supply tokenized. There's still significant value that will likely migrate from Bitcoin into DeFi over the coming months and years. So there you have it. We have a booming DeFi market. Let me know which DeFi projects in particular you're most bullish on. And before I break down our next story of the day, global fiat failure will push countries to accumulate Bitcoin, says Bitcoin pioneer Max Keiser. But before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 351 billion with 126 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current BTC dominance is 56.9%. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Quant up a whopping 32%, trading just above 10 bucks. Flexicoin up 15%, trading at 1.4 cents. Nervos Network up 11%, trading at 0.005. We have ABBC coin up 1111, my favorite number, trading currently just above 19 cents. We have NXM up 10%, trading at 69 bucks, and Celsius up 10%, trading at just below 54 cents. And now taking a look at the biggest losers within the top 100 in the past 24 hours, we have BNB, Binance Coin down about 9%, trading at about 29 bucks. We have Hyperon down 7%, trading at 34 cents. Augur down 7%, trading at 16 bucks. We have Band Protocol, a competitor of Chainlink, a fellow Oracle service, down 5%, trading at $7.81. And Arweave down 5%, trading at $4.25. Below that, we have Sushi Swap down 3.87%, trading at $2.18. And Ren down 3%, trading at 30 cents. Now, out of this list of the biggest losers and gainers for the day, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are obviously dominating and back in control, leading with 147 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 54.6% versus 45.3% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 47, which is neutral. Yesterday and last week we were stuck in fear, and last month we were in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and we talk about a global fiat failure pushing countries to accumulate Bitcoin, driving the Bitcoin price to 6 digits according to Bitcoin pioneer Max Keiser, first I want to encourage you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 530 plus videos right here on my channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video, or if you're listening on a different platform, be sure to visit the direct YouTube link, which is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Apple's iTunes to Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Google Play and Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, simply click this link and request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Max Keiser, Wall Street vet and host of RT's Keiser Report. Shout out to Max and Stacy Herbert of the Keiser Report. Says he believes countries will seek refuge in Bitcoin as fiat currencies fail on a global scale. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max. In a new installment of Blockchain Interviews, Keiser says that gold market won't be able to satisfy a surging appetite for safe haven assets. He goes on the record to share, you work through the numbers and there's just not that much gold around. If you needed to buy 300 tons of gold, you're not going to find it, not at the current price. It's going to be like, okay, I'll send you 300 tons of gold, but I'm going to sell it to you at $25,000 an ounce. You can have all you want at 25 G's. Keiser expects demand for truly scarce assets to push governments around the world to eventually come around and see the value of Bitcoin. He goes on the record to share, so then we need hard money. I think that's where you're going to see these central banks turn to Bitcoin and sovereign wealth funds. They'll be like, well, this Bitcoin thing has been around now for 11, 12 years. It's 99.9% fail proof, and it's got everything we want in hard money. Touche. And he continues, you'll see countries start to accumulate Bitcoin and start to mine for Bitcoin as well. And then they'll start to subsidize the money they would be subsidizing the energy industry in and subsidizing that into the Bitcoin mining space. So then the game theory kicks in. So for example, Iran right now has something like 2% of the global hash rate of Bitcoin. Let's say suddenly they've got 5% of the hash rate. So then America says, wait a minute, this is like the Sputnik moment. Iran could potentially be the richest country in the world if they have a significant piece of Bitcoin, and the price goes to $400,000 to compete with gold. So then they, America, start to subsidize their mining. Very interesting, right? Kaiser says the race to acquire more Bitcoin between competing countries will drive the price and security of Bitcoin to heights never seen before. Here we go, some bullish price predictions from Max Kaiser. So what this does, it increases the hash rate. So the hash rate now is over 100 quintillion calculations per second in the Bitcoin mining space, which means the security goes up, which means it's even harder money. Bitcoin is not the only hard money, but it keeps getting harder every week and every month because the hash rate gets higher and higher and higher. So with the higher security, higher hash rate, the price goes up. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So now you're chasing the Bitcoin up through a $100,000, $200,000 a coin to get the hard money because all your fiat money is collapsing. So there you have it, coming directly from Max Kaiser, which he shares in this interview with Ashton Addison, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description for you to reference and check it out for yourself. All right, and now for a recap of what I covered here in today's show. Bitcoin options traders bet the price of Bitcoin can touch 36,000 by December of this year, according to Skew analytics right here. Most options traders are betting long on Bitcoin, the majority of which at $36,000. Also, I shared with you more than 1 billion in Bitcoin has been tokenized for decentralized finance, which is pretty wild to think about. We're talking about almost 100,000 Bitcoin now tokenized on Ethereum, which is more than half of which have migrated over the past 30 days as DeFi is currently booming like a mofo. Also, in today's show, we discussed Max Kaiser's latest predictions and why countries will be competing to accumulate more Bitcoin, which will ultimately drive up the Bitcoin price. And we also took a look at the overall market. As you can see, Bitcoin, most of the major altcoins are pumping. Once again, where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, check this out. Bloomberg reports that red hot IPOs are creating a new billionaire every week, and Tikatwari reveals how just one deal can make you set for life. That's right, we're talking about earning $1 million on one deal in America's #1 sector. If you missed this live summit with the one and only Tikatwari, you can still check out the replay for a limited time by clicking the link right below this video in the description. It's going to take you here. Simply enter your best email and then hit the button that says sign me up, and it will redirect you to this limited time replay with the one and only Tikatwari. Enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.